Well, at least this was kept short. I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Dark, 12 matches, 76 minutes, more shows like this. Get in and out, make it nice, short, and digestible. That's what she said. And you won't overstay your welcome, especially since you're doing Elevation, Dark, and then Dynamite, 3 straight days of wrestling programming. Don't overstay your welcome. Don't stretch things out to their absolute goddamn limits. Anyway, those are my takes. I'm sticking to them. Uno, Grayson, and Reynolds with the Dark Order, and they leave. John Silver, hopefully he will recover from that shoulder injury soon, because he really has been a bright star, and done some pretty damn good things. Like, he had a pretty good match against Darby Allin where he injured his shoulder, so hopefully this won't keep him out way too long. They took on Jake St. Patrick, Sage Scott, and Chandler Hopkins, who I think has a really nice look. The enhancement guy's gotten some shots, but a fisherman's package by Reynolds on Hopkins, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Let's move on. The Dolph Twin, aka Ryan Nemeth, and Cesar Panini. I don't know why Panini was talking. I know it's Benoni, but guess what? Gotta have some fun. And they were talking about J.D. Drake, because Nemeth wants 2 wingmen, but basically he loves J.D. Drake the way he is, but he wants to change him a bit, because without saying it, he's basically making fat jokes. And then he says, what's sexier than a hard-working blue-collar man? J.D. Drake has a nice throwback look to territorial wrestling, and I like it, and I think he actually has something. So we get Team Taz, Hobbs, Starks, and Cage with Hook! Why did Shivani say it like that? I will not be able to get over how he said that at Revolution. They took on Brick Aldridge, Justin Law, and Hayden Backlund, who I imagine is no relation to Bob Backlund. Maybe he is. I don't know. Team Taz is fine. Bullet Club is fine. And Rochambeau would be for 3, but oh no, Starks is like, hey Cage, why don't you take this? And then Mr. Get My Shit In hits the drill claw. 1, 2, 3. Cage moves very awkwardly in the ring, despite, being somebody that's been in the ring for a while. Starks is clearly the star of this trio. Hobbs still has a couple years before he's going to be really good, but he has shown flashes of brilliance. And then they had a bit of a handshake. Obviously, Cage is going to turn on Team Taz by, I'd say, the pay-per-view. I'd say if they stretch it out till the pay-per-view, that'd be kind of nice. And then we get Jurassic Express, with, unfortunately, the midget, taking on Rex Lawless and Dean Alexander. So we get, the big guys fighting, and then we get some kicks and elbow to the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. Jungle Boy gained the victory. Fine, let's move on from that. Fuego del Sol with Griff Garrison and Stunt. Why were they showing the graphic? Apparently they're the vlog crew. Okay, whatever. I'm not necessarily certain what vlog they're referring to. I can't watch every single thing AEW does. I can only watch so much of any wrestling company. So he took on the Dolph Twin with J.D. Drake, Ryan Nemeth, and, well, fine, it existed, and it was a rude awakening. 1, 2, 3. And then Friday, we're going to get Lexi Noir. I believe that's how you say her name. It's going to be outside the ring, and her first guest is going to be Abaddon. Cool. I like Abaddon. I like the gimmick. And then we get the Butcher with the Blade, Bunny, and Private Party taking on John Cruz. It was over in 40 seconds with the filet mignon. No, really, that is the name of his finisher, and there you go. Vert Vixen and Jasmine Allure versus Ashley Vox and Delmi Exo, the Sea Stars. I realized that I saw them on that Shimmer review that I did, Shimmer 118, which I just bought just because, and actually turned out to be a pretty fun event, and turned me on to Solo Darling, who's a damn good wrestler, and, a big star in the future, in the very near future and far future. Which, how else could you have something, be a future if it isn't happening in the near and far? Anyway, this is getting very weird. This match, yeah, it wasn't good. I mean, Vert Vixen has something, and both teams tried, but this should have not been on camera. This definitely shouldn't have gone on as long as it did. And we get a senton by Vox, 1, 2, 3. That being said, Ashley Vox isn't bad. I don't know. Something just wasn't clicking here. Then we get Max Caster cutting a cowboy high horse rap where he's suplexing a high horse, and he's rapping about Adam Page because he's facing him on Dynamite tomorrow, I believe. Red Velvet and Kylan King with Big Swole versus Vipress and Maddie Rankowski. Watching you, Rankowski. I like Vipress' look. I love Kylan King. I think Red Velvet has something. Maddie, she's there, and Big Swole, I'm happy that she has overcome Crohn's disease. I will say that, because that has got to be a brutal disease. I have a relative that has that, and they have told me it's brutal. So credit to her for pushing through and doing shit like this. We've got immediate scissoring action, which is always great to see in a women's match, at least usually, and it was fine until the end. It got sloppy, and then a spin kick on Vipress by Red Velvet, 1, 2, 3. J.D. Drake with the Dolph Twin versus Baron Black. I'm going to keep calling him that because I'm sorry, I can't help but see a discount Dolph. It was fine. They laid their shit in. I like Baron Black. I think Baron Black really has something. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't think I'm crazy because I think there's just something to the guy. High kick though from JD Drake after a few minutes, 1, 2, 3. Drake had a good showing here. And then we get Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela versus Casey Navarro and Aaron Fry. There were some lame splashes for comedy that didn't work at all. And Sonny's a really good athlete. I think, mid-card ceiling's about it. And Janela, I've just never been a fan of him. Don't hate the guy. I've just never been a fan of him in the ring. Elbow on Fry, 1, 2, 3. Matt Sydal with Mike, took on Mike Magnum, who was a guy that unfortunately had to wrestle Michael Nakazawa, MT Nakazawa, who is going to be all over my worst matches of the year list because I'm just going to lump everything in and basically say anything involving Nakazawa is absolute shit through no fault of any of his opponents. So Magnum is called the starving artist. He even has a paintbrush, and he got hit with the lightning spiral in like a minute. So Sydal obviously gained the victory. Barry Morales versus Matt Hardy with half the goddamn roster. The crew is too big. There are way too many factions in AEW and in New Japan. Seriously, it is ridiculous. Honestly, it is just faction heavy. It's so faction heavy, it's tipping the boat over. And wrestling has moved beyond having Matt Hardy in a wrestling ring. I'm sorry, he just doesn't have it anymore. I don't mind him getting a paycheck. Good on him. I think he should be a manager because I just don't see any value in him being there. Same with Jeff. But anyway, he gets that leech. He gets the leech. He latches the leech on. Attack of the Giant Leeches. Cue Roger Corman. And Darby's also watching from somewhere up high, and he's got a spotlight on him. And after Matt Hardy gets a victory, he says, Darby, you have the caucasity to do this. And then, actually the audacity, but I'm sticking with it. The truth is the truth, okay? Fine, whatever. That's a stupid catchphrase. TH2, Evans and Angelico took on Bear Country. I like Bear Country. TH2, they can do flippy shit. They really aren't, that interesting to watch. And Angelico's dance is weird. Do. I don't know why he does it like that. Bear Country hits with the bear bomb, 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rethlin. I'll see you soon.